and welcome to Arizona Outdoors Today. I'm your host, Don Martin, and with me today is Wyatt Magers. Now, Wyatt is a 14-year-old trap shooting phenom from Kingman, Arizona. Wyatt, welcome to the show, bud.
Thank you.
Okay, now, Wyatt, recently you participated in a state championship shoot down in Phoenix, right?
Yes.
Okay, where were you at down there? What
Ben
outfit?
Avery.
Ben Avery? And that's a big trap shooting complex in North Phoenix. Now, what was the purpose? Why were you there?
So I can win everything.
So you can win everything. Okay, but it's a state championships?
Yeah.
And how do you get to that point where you're participating in the state championships?
A lot of money and a lot of guns.
And
a lot of ammo.
lot of practice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, let's talk about this. Now, you're 14 years old. How long have you been shooting trap?
Since I was 9 years old.
Okay, and how many rounds do you think you've shot over the years?
Well, I've shot a bunch of 1,000 shoots, plus all the practice, so I'm up there in the thousands.
So you've shot literally thousands of rounds, and you use a 12-gauge shotgun. And now, you participate based upon your age as far as a class.
Yes.
So when you went to Phoenix, what class were you participating in?
I was participating in sub-junior.
Okay, and that is through the Amateur Trap Shooting Association. Okay, and this shoot that you're going to, they call them sanctioned shoots. Are they? I mean, they're sanctioned by the Amateur Trap Shooting Association?
Yes.
Okay, and did you have to qualify to be able to go down there?
No, anybody could do it.
So anybody can go and enter it, and now in your case, you shot over a period of 5 days. And tell me what classes or what, did you shoot down there?
Well, I shot doubles, handicap, and singles, which doubles is where 2 targets come out instead of 1, and they come out at a double pace instead of just 1 coming out straight. Come out like that way.
Different angles.
Different angles. And then handicap is where it goes from 16 back to 27. Whoa. So I shoot at the 19.
Okay, so in trap, you start off at 16 yards. And then as you get better, you get moved back progressively farther, right?
No, you start at 18 no matter what. When you start shooting ATA anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Start at 18 and then
if you're really not good, what happens?
Then you go back to 17-yard line, which I know multiple people that done that before, including me. I moved my way, up. Then I moved my all the way back. Which basically, when you're shooting at the 18, it's just like shooting at the 16. It's not. There's no difference.
There's not much difference there.
Yeah.
It's 2 yards.
Yeah, 2
now,
yards.
Let's just establish, in case people don't know what trap shooting is. Now, you're shooting at a disc, a clay disc that's 3 3/4 inches in diameter. It's thrown out of a trap house, which is kind of down in the ground. And how fast are those targets coming out of there?
I say about 36 miles an hour.
So pretty fast.
Yeah.
And you call for the target, right?
Yeah.
And what do you? I don't know. I've heard guys grunt and everything else. What do you do?
I go Bob.
Bomb.
No, Bob.
Bob.
Yeah. Bub.
Bub. So when that thing hears bub, it kicks the target out.
Yep.
Why do you yell bub?
Well, it pull formed into different things. Get lazier of saying words, so you just forms into whatever.
Okay. So all these trap shooters, everybody's got their own thing. Some guys say pull, whatever.
Not many people say pull anymore, really.
They don't?
Yeah. If you go to the ATA, it's always something different.
So they say a different word.
Yeah.
Okay. And yours is bub.
Yep.
Okay, he's 14, and he calls for his birds by saying bub. Okay, we got that established. Okay, so this bird comes flying out, and they call them birds. They're clay targets, but they still calling them birds.
Yeah.
And your thing is then you got to break them.
Yep.
Okay, and let's talk about your equipment. What do you use?
I use a Browning Satori trap. It's a double barrel with a
over and under
with adjustable comb, adjustable.
Hold that up and let's take a look at that. And this is what you used to win the state championship, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So it's a Browning Satori. Now, is that a shotgun you can just buy off the shelf?
In some places, yeah.
Okay. So, and what makes this shotgun special?
Well, it has adjustable comb. Everything's
comb is
adjustable.
This thing right here.
Yep.
This is where you put your cheek on, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Adjustable butt pad. You know, you shoot a bunch, so this thing's kind of soft. It's got a light trigger on it, so it kind of surprises you. It's got this high rib. The gun shoots like regular sporting clays guns, shoots straight. This gun shoots very high.
So when you're looking at the front, do you use the sight at all?
No.
So you're just looking down at the end of the gun, and you know that where the shot is going is actually higher than what would be if you were looking right down the barrel.
Yes.
Okay, so how, and why is that?
Because
what's the purpose of that?
So you could see the target break.
Okay.
Basically.
Now, what about? I see that this shotgun is what I would call ported. It's got holes drilled in it, and it releases the gas. What does that do?
It's like a muzzle brake. It helps on the recoil.
Reduces recoil. Okay, cool. So especially on the doubles, because you're going from one bird to another just right real quick. Now, these are chokes on the end, and you're telling me that these are kind of special.
Yeah, they're Mueller chokes. They're about $100 a piece. The top one's a turkey, and the bottom one's a full.
And what are they used for? I mean,
for trap.
Okay, so these are trap,
Well,
but this one's
a turkey choke.
It's a turkey choke, which is tighter yet than a standard full choke, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
It's actually tighter than a turkey choke because when you're shooting, if you use really close chokes and you get really good at shooting those close chokes, that once you open up that choke, you're usually right on. If if you're off a little bit, then you're just right on.
Yeah, and a choke, just so everybody knows, a choke is the restriction at the end down here, and it makes the shot pattern either stay tight or it opens up. Now in trap shooting, since you're shooting kind of far away, you want a tight choke from where you're shooting, because time that gets out there, that pattern does open up a little.
Yeah, about 25 yards. That one's running about, I don't know, 6 inches.
So it's real tight.
Yeah.
And so you're trying to get those birds before they get further out there, because they're flying 36 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Wow. And this is a 12 gauge shotgun. Is that pretty standard in trap shooting?
Yeah.
Is to use a 12 gauge shotgun. Now, it's like you say, this one's got a high rib, so when you're looking down it, you know that it actually is going to, the shot's actually going to be above that rib, so you can see that target and try to get on it. So what do you look for when that bird comes out? Where are you looking? Where are you wanting that bird?
I'm looking at the target, basically.
Okay, are you looking at the bottom, the top?
Looking at the bottom.
So you're looking, is that where you aim at it? Or
yeah, at the bottom.
At the bottom?
Because the gun shoots high, so I look up at the bottom.
Okay, so it's going up. So if you're shooting at it at the bottom of the target, it's still rising. So that compensates for that rise coming up. So you're aiming down here rather than right at the target or above the target, thinking that it's going to fly into it. Okay, all right. Well, that makes sense. And this is a pretty nice shotgun.
Yeah.
How long you had that?
2 years.
2 years. What did you shoot before you started shooting that Brown?
I shot a Benelli.
And how'd you
automatic.
do that?
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
So getting this gun caused you to just morph into something really good?
Yeah.
Wow. And probably because of the things that you've identified, it made you just a better trap shooter.
Yeah. It's a lot cleaner. Shoots a lot smoother. The automatics, got too many moving parts, and this is like a bolt action versus automatic.
Okay. We go ahead and put that thing down. Now, tell me about the ammunition that you use when you're shooting trap. Do you use a special kind or make?
I use basically this right here.
Okay.
It's a green shell.
Okay.
They're called gun clubs.
Okay.
They're not an expensive shell. They're not inexpensive. They're just right in between.
Okay. And they're quality.
Yeah.
And how much shot is in that shotgun shell?
1.1 ounces.
Okay. And when you shoot, What size shot do you normally shoot?
7.5.
Okay. And if it's windy, do you have a preference?
7.5.
Okay, so you're going to shoot 7.5 just about
Yeah,
all the time.
whenever.
Okay, all right. Now, so we talked about the shotgun. We talked about the ammo. Got a lot of bling up here, man. So tell me about this. Tell me about this championship shoot that you had down at Ben Avery. What did you start off shooting?
Started shooting off regular trap. So started shooting regular trap, and I had won money. You won $60 for the. You shoot 2 regular rounds, so
Okay.
that's 100 each. You shoot those, and then you shoot the finals one, and that's the one you usually. The finals are all $100 a piece.
To win.
Yeah.
If you win.
If you win. which-
Okay. And now, how many people were you competing against?
A lot. There was a lot of people from Canada.
Okay. And and like you said, anybody can compete. All they got to do is just pay the entry fee, right?
Yeah.
So we had people from international. You had Canadians and people from all over, not only Arizona, but all over America.
Yeah.
And this is in your class. You're in the sub-junior class. And what are the parameters to be in a sub-junior?
You got to be a resident, because there's 2 different divisions. There's resident and non-resident.
Okay.
And I was in a resident.
Okay.
So you got to be in junior high to qualify.
Okay.
You got to be a certain age. So that would be like, I think it's like 10 to 14
Okay.
to qualify for that.
Sure.
And that's what you have to be to qualify.
Okay. And so you being a resident, you're shooting in the resident class, and like I say, you shot in singles, you shot in doubles, and then you shot handicap. So over the 5 days that you're at Ben Avery, you shot 1,000 rounds of 12
Yeah.
gauge ammo.
Technically 1,100.
About 11, because you had some practice stuff and.
No, there was another round that I actually had won some more money. That it was an extra shoot that I thought was part of the 1,000, because at the end there's a overall bonus you can get.
Sure.
So I wanted to get that overall, so I thought that 100 was that overall, so I ended up shooting that 100.
So you shot an extra 100 and you
Yeah.
win that too?
Yeah, I won $60.
Wow. So all total, how much money did you win?
$540.
Well, that's a pretty good deal. Did you use it to buy shotgun shells?
No.
What'd you use it for?
Use it to buy another gun.
What kind of, buy another shotgun?
No.
You can't buy that shotgun for $550.
No. Bought a varmint rifle.
Okay, and what are you gonna, you obviously then, you shoot more than trap, right? I mean, you hunt?
Yeah, hunt a lot.
You hunt a lot?
Yeah,
What do you like better, hunting or trap shooting?
hunting.
Hunting?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you bought yourself a hunting rifle, and what caliber did you buy?
22-250.
And what are you going to hunt with that?
Jackrabbits and coyotes.
Okay. And you can also use it for javelina.
Yeah.
Be a great javelina gun. Okay. So you've got yourself a new gun that you earned because of your trap shooting stuff. And now, in all these different classes, did you win first place in every class?
Yep.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
Jeez. Well, that's pretty good. Anybody in Kingman ever done that before that you know of?
Nope.
I don't know of anybody in Kingman that's won every class in a state championship. So you're kind of a first-time thing. Now, you're moving up now. Next year you're going to be in a different class.
Yeah, I'll be junior.
You're being a junior, and that starts what, 15? At
Yeah.
15 years
15 and yeah, high school.
old in high school. So you're going to high school next year?
Yep.
Where are you going to go?
Lee Williams.
Lee Williams High School. Okay. You're going to be 15, so you'll be qualifying for that. Now, you also are part of a Scholastic Clay Target Program team. You're with the Mojave Bighorns?
Yes.
Okay. And explain to me exactly what that group does.
Well, does a lot of teaching, because without my coaches, I'd never been here.
Who are your coaches?
Greg Holden, Steve Bell, Dave Kaufman.
Those guys have been very instrumental in you getting to where you are today.
Yes.
Okay. And, you know, obviously, what do those guys tell you? I mean, what does a shotgun coach tell a young shooter like you?
Well, you're always going to make mistakes. So what they do is basically correct your mistakes, you know, tell you what to do and what not to do.
Okay.
Like,
And those guys are good shooters.
Yeah. Greg Holden is state for his class, It's like veteran. He's a veteran of the shooting. So he's won that. He's won over $50,000, I bet.
Jeez. He's a good shooter, I know that. You ever shot a perfect score?
I've shot 25, then I moved up to 50, then 75.
Right.
And then I missed my like third target on the full 100.
Right.
And then I got a set 99.
Wow. So you've the best you've done in a round of 100 is 99 out of 100.
Yeah.
And how many 25s, perfect rounds, you think you shot?
Probably like 100.
Okay. And when you're out there and you're getting ready, what do you do to prepare yourself for that target? Do you go through any kind of ritual?
Yeah, I think of what I'm gonna win.
You think of what you're going to win
Yeah.
when you're getting ready for the target.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, you heard it right here live. Now, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Wyatt some more about his trap shooting and about this win down in Phoenix. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Welcome back to Arizona Outdoors Today. I'm your host, Don Martin. Now, if you look here on the table, you'll see a lot of things that Wyatt has won. Wyatt, why don't you describe some of this stuff that you've actually won?
Well, this right here is my my plaque. Every year, I'll put a new average on it. So my average, this was a few years ago when I first started ATA, so it's pretty bad. It's a .853, and
So that means you're out of 100 targets, you'd get 85.
yeah,
That's bad?
that's bad.
Oh, okay. Well, it can't be too bad because you got a plaque for it. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
So every year I'll put another little tiny square thing with a new average on it.
Okay.
I haven't got any of those yet. This year's average is probably like a 94 point whatever.
Wow. So you've improved by better than 10 target average over 100.
Yeah,
And if you shoot 94, that means you only miss 6 targets out of 100.
yeah, and that's still pretty bad.
It's still pretty bad.
Yeah,
But you win
sometimes.
in your class.
Well, I don't get 94s all the time.
What do you get?
Well, it balances out. It's like you can get 4 94s and then get a 99. And it just kind of balances, it evens out. Sometimes I'll get an 88, sometimes it'll be windy outside. It's all variables. The wind could be blowing and everything.
Makes it tougher, huh?
Yeah.
So what else you got that you won?
I got a shooting bag. This is a shamrock shooting thing, bag. And
That's where your shells go in there?
yeah, my box of shells goes right here. I tear off the corners and
Right.
put it in there. It goes on a belt.
Okay.
This is my shell holder. I don't use it, but yeah.
You would take it, when you shot, you would take the empties and then
Yeah.
put it down in there.
Put it
Okay.
in there.
Okay.
Some people reload, some people use them.
All right. You reload or you use factories?
I use factories.
Okay.
So, got that, and then I got a bag here. This is an expensive bag. I'd say it's a $250 bag.
Man, that's a hand. That looks like a hand tool.
Bag, yes.
Yeah.
It's an AIM. It's an amateur, individual, binary it's a academics.
Academics, integrity, and marksmanship. Okay.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, it's a Shamrock Shootout, 2016. I'm the youth state winner.
And what do you put in that?
I put ammo and glasses, ears.
Ear protection, eye protection, which you always use, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, when you're 25 years old, you'll be going, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Folks, that's one thing. You always shoot in this kind of sport. You always have eye protection and ear protection. Very important.
And it helps you shoot a lot too, because you put different color lenses on there, and it takes some of the.
Makes some of the targets brighter.
Yeah.
Oh wow, super. So you've got a bag. What's this thing here?
That's my plaque. It's a decoration plaque. You don't use it.
Looks like it's made out of silver or something.
Yeah, it's made out of silver. I won this for singles championship.
Okay.
I shot a 98 out of 100.
Oh, okay.
That's my state bag, or that's the bag I won, or not won with my winnings money.
Okay.
It's all customized, got my name on it.
Yeah.
Holds 2 boxes. I wanted something smaller, so I could carry it around shooting sporting clays and just a smaller bag. I don't really need a bigger bag.
Sure.
So,
So you shoot, other than trap, you also shoot other shotgun sports. You shoot sporting clays, shoot skeet.
yeah.
How do you do at that?
Sporting clays I do okay in. Skeet I do okay in. Skeet I'm okay in because I got another gun that I shoot skeet with, which
Right.
it's
Got
almost
an open choke on it.
well, yeah, and it shoots all different. It shoots straight instead of high. It's the exact same thing as that, just the Sporting Clays edition.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, look, it's been a great show. Congratulations, man. You've done really well. You're gonna keep shooting, right?
Yep.
You'll make Kingman proud. Make Grandma proud.
Yep.
Judy is your main sponsor on this thing.
Yep.
And she's been helping you go right up through the ranks, right? Better be appreciative of Grandma Judy.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, folks, until next week, this is Don Martin saying keep your firearms oiled, your fishing line fresh, and we'll see you on Arizona Outdoors Today.